welcome to the New York International Auto Show 2012. So we're going to look at some interesting cars. And I know that some people are going to say, oh, they're so expensive, I can't afford one. No. Your responsibility as a human being is to be more interesting. When you're out in public, your car is one of the things that people look at, and they make assumptions about you, for good or for evil. It just is. So you need to have an interesting car to entertain the general public. I don't know why people don't understand this. I don't know why politicians don't talk about this, but that's your job. So if you drive around a gray or beige four-door blobby thing, you're at fault. Now, I know some of these cars are expensive, but it's a matter of priorities. I understand not everyone can afford them. Some people go through an awkward period where the children are too young to work in the mines, but that's what bridge loans are for. Although I would look really stupid getting in and out of one of these. See, you have to be 30 and a rock star to live in this. I hate being 50. I'll dye my hair, go on a diet, learn to play guitar. I don't have any wrinkles. I'm not very wrinkly. I could pass for like 35, right? So have you noticed the trend in American movies for angular, bony, muscular heroines? Well, Cadillac has, and they designed their car to be similar. It's kind of depressing, really. Voluptuousness is out. New Chevy Impala, old Chevy Impala. New, old. Mustangs. So the base Mustang, the V6 Mustang, mind you, has 300 horsepower. 20 years ago, people would have cut off their manhood for that kind of horsepower. And now you can go all the way up to 650 horsepower in a Shelby. Thank God Ralph Nader's dead. He is dead, isn't he? And if he's not, that'll kill him. There's a huge range of Mustangs. Shelby, Boss 302, Laguna Seca, and the Boss 302, you've got to admit, is a great name. I'm glad they went back to 302 as opposed to the 5.0 liter. The 5 liter was a bit of an exaggeration anyways. It's really 4.9 liters, and it's much cooler to say I drive a Boss 302 Mustang. Well, I don't know if people really talk like that, but if I had a Boss 302 Mustang, I'd say I drive a Boss 302 Mustang. Still, cool car, cool color. Lots of cool colors. This is called School Bus Yellow. If you're looking for a car for the coming zombie apocalypse, I'd go with a Jeep. In fact, I'd go with this color, because my theory is that zombies are colorblind like dogs. Could be wrong, but there's no evidence to the contrary, and I'd be able to see this car. I'm not surprised Clint Eastwood's Super Bowl commercial was such a big hit. I mean, who else but a spaghetti western star would you get for Jeep Fiat? The XKR is thought of as being an M6 competitor, and it is, but it's also really an Aston competitor. It's that good. Now, the only thing one would wish would be that insurance companies would stop counting seats in the back when they don't actually fit people. That's for insurance purposes only, folks. People should buy more of these. As the father of 2 teenage boys, putting your hat on backwards is something I've been trying to stop. So why does Mini do it to their cars? The next thing you know, they're going to have low pants around their ankles. What do you call those things? Pants down below their ass with the underwear showing? What do you call that? Prison pants or something? Man, that's straight up racist, yo. Let's start again. But you do have to love Mini, because last year they had a Kiss edition with Gene Simmons from Kiss, with the tongue and everything. And this year, what have they done? They've done the Mini Coupe Convertible Peep Show. It's pretty risque of Mini, but that's Mini. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, it's got the coolness factor to it. It's that cool. It's one of the few cars in the world with explosive bolts. In case the car flips over, you can still get out. While explosive bolts are certainly tremendously cool, if you remember in The Right Stuff, the movie, there were all sorts of problems with explosive bolts. So it makes you worried that someone's going to come over with your car parked, just whack on it with a sledgehammer to see what happens. Now this really pisses me off. I don't want anybody to know this car even exists. This is my own private secret, and no one else should have one of these but me. So I don't want them showing it to anybody. I wish they'd take it off the show floor, because this is the best freaking wagon you can buy.
Please welcome Mr. Carlos Go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nissan. This is a busy week for us with a big year ahead. Last night,
on the high seas, the flagship is a fast, agile, and technologically advanced craft that carries a fleet commander and provides leadership and clear direction for the rest of the fleet. And that is precisely the role of the new Acura flagship sedan.
Mazda's always been a bit zen. They have the Kodo design platform now that is all about the soul of motion, which is really cool. And they've always been a bit of a funky company, pistons powering your car. No, man, let's have like a rotating triangle. So you gotta love Mazda. Mazda makes the MX-5, the Miata, which may be one of the best cars ever. But, this is a big but I'm a little worried about Mazda because things are getting awfully normal around here. Even with the Soul of Motion being as weird as it is, the majority of their stuff is getting a bit too normal. The Mazda Speed group is still cool, but they're on the cusp. This is natural sound. That's freaking off. So, it's the end of the day on Thursday, the second press day. We're all exhausted. And you have to end up with Toyota and the Prius line. Because at the end of your life, that's what you face. I hope you enjoyed our quick look at the New York International Auto Show 2012. Yeah. And basically blow your mind, because it's going to be trippy and far out, and it's going to be so heavy. You may want to actually just sort of sit back with like a brewski or maybe some tequila shots, a little reefer if you're of that nature. If you're not, I don't blame you if you don't smoke pot. I don't smoke pot either. I'm much more comfortable with opiates or Class A narcotics. Just as a general rule, they don't smell as much. You know, you don't walk around going, "Oof, man, wow, he's been on the ganja, man." If you're in Jamaica.